Brothers and sisters, greetings. What is up? Welcome back to yet another performance. We are trusting, hoping, and believing that all is well with you. We are once again coming to you with news from Niger. And Niger and China are about to strengthen their oil cooperation. And we have seen Nigerian Prime Minister visiting China for the previous FOCAC summit that was happening in China. And we saw the AES being represented by the one and only Assimi Goïta president, who is also currently being the chair of the AES, and ministers from Burkina Faso, as Captain Ibrahim Traore could not travel to China for the FOCAC for reasons that we have, already discussed in the channel. If you have not seen that, you can check out our previous videos. So right now we are seeing China and Niger expanding on their cooperation when it comes to matters oil. And in April, around April, reported that China had just given Niger a huge deal that was at some point being sabotaged by Patrice Talon and his countrymen of Benin, trying to make sure that the crude oil doesn't pass through their country, through their port. But right now we're also seeing China and Niger now going back to making some cooperations after the deal. What happened to the deal? Is it continuing?
It's continuing.
It's continuing through Benin.
Yeah, through Benin.
All right.
After some here and there. At first,
I
China
remember
came
them
in,
sending
then,
in delegation to discuss the
yeah,
matter.
the last time I checked, they were all good. They settled everything, and now
Right.
it's
And
so
hopefully
the
they
sabotage
won't
is gone.
mess it up again. It was 400 million worth of crude oil being supplied to China from Niger. So what is happening in Niger right now is Niger is strengthening its oil cooperation with China, and 13 Nigerian scholarship holders have been flown to Beijing. So the Minister of Petroleum, Dr. Sahabi Omaru, on 9th of September 2024, presided over the departure ceremony of 13 Nigerian students who received scholarships to China. This program, part of the Belt and Road Initiative, is funded by WAPCO in collaboration with the Ministry of Petroleum and Ministry of Higher Education, Research and Technological Innovation. This initiative demonstrates Niger's commitment to strengthening its skills in the oil sector through its partnership with China. And I think it's a good deal because we've always been saying that we need to be learning, we need to be getting skills instead of inviting these people to come and do it for us. Like all the time you see, we having China build roads for us. I don't know, China cooperation for building of infrastructure in African countries. When do we learn? And I think Niger has, answered to the call to say, let us empower our own, let us learn these skills, let us stop begging these guys to come and continue doing it for us, because if they do it, it means that we'll never grow. It means that we'll always be dependent on them for our own development.
This is what we call skills transfer.
Exactly.
And we've been talking about it in our channel where we say that, okay, China is coming to assist Africa in many ways. Since 2000, China opened up Africa like nobody has ever done. Like, we used to have muddy roads everywhere. Now they are tarmac roads, tar roads
Even in
everywhere.
the villages.
Even in the deepest villages of Africa, you find tar roads. In most African countries, speaking for Kenya. So, but the question is, that was 2000, 2005, 2010. What about 2000 and that? We'll still be running to China and having them come
No,
create a road.
we shouldn't.
But that is what it seems will happen. But when you look at what Niger is doing, they've been with oil like forever. But now they have sold oil to China and they have sent students to learn. So they are going to learn maybe about exploration, processing, all that. And this is just the beginning. Means in the following year, following months, we will be seeing more of the Nigerian students going to learn more oil, maybe in their minerals and all that. So that in the next 10 years, it will be Africans doing it for Africa. Not Africa calling on to the EU to come and fight our wars or to come and mine our minerals, or Africa calling on the US or China or Russia, but it will be Africa mining and processing, selling to them finished product. Look at Nigeria, and we praise Dangote for what he's doing. Nigeria is one of the biggest producers of oil in Africa. But you find that Nigeria has been exporting their crude oil to the UK and Europe and then getting some bland, bad quality oil, processed oil, that is petrol, gas oil, the diesel and all that. Until Dangote has come and he said it has to be Africans for Africa. He produced the best quality of oil like they've never seen in Africa. But the problem is the people are fighting him. They tried banning the processing company. They have tried even using policies. They have tried blaming him, the media and all that. But I just saw him saying that in the next few months, Nigeria would not be importing plastics, but he will be supplying all the plastics that are needed. So this is what we need. We need bright people to, to be our leaders, to support us, to fight for us, and for us to be involved in this process of development.
And it starts with the government. If the government does not support its own, if it's not a government-led initiative, well, if it's a corrupt government, then we cannot have high hopes. But if the government does not seem to see the value of them playing a key role, especially in policy making and just making sure that these people are safeguarded, the support is there. Investors who come from your own country should be treated like gold.
Yeah,
People like Dangote should be respected and treated with the highest respect that they can ever get. President like Tinubu should actually be saying, you know what, you are the major player of our economy. We should even be working hand in hand and making sure that we are creating jobs for our people, we're investing more in upscaling such initiatives. But when you look at most of them, they fight you instead of support you. Now Chiani has taken the initiative because in the years, such things like oil, they are not privatized. It's a national thing, the government-led initiative. So for Chiani to say, we are doing this, we are cooperating with China, we are sending our students, it shows that the government will go far because they see the value in them leading such initiatives. Otherwise, if the government is fighting against you,
And it's
you
like
can't go
it's like
anywhere.
Ibrahim Traore. We've seen him using his engineers to create a gold processing plant, using his young farmers to start demonstration farms for the country, where he gave them irrigation systems, boreholes, land and all that. We have seen this president utilizing their own brains. But look at, we were watching a video by one of the sons of Africa from Nigeria. What is his name?
Stephen,
Yes, Stephen Duku. And he was explaining why, because Nigeria produces new vehicles. We have Nord, we have Innocent. But the government will go on and buy Mercedes Benz for
Toyota,
Tinubu,
Prados.
Toyota for but when you look at abroad, US, UK, they are
use
using
their
their
own,
own. But when you come to Nigeria, they are leaving their own and going to buy from abroad. And they
Japanese
use
cars,
a
German.
lot of money when they could have bought locally, improved. When you buy a lot of cars from, so they will need to bring in more labor, so you create more
And they will see
employment.
the loopholes and improve on it and get better.
Exactly. But these guys only came to the media to say, oh, some things are not made in those companies. Of course, you don't build anything. Even
Right,
even aeroplanes, you find Airbus getting an engine
engine
from
from Rolls-Royce.
GE or Rolls-Royce.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
It's,
So
I
let
think
us
it's
support
just a
our
big
own. Yeah.
knowledge.
If you are a leader somewhere in Africa and you have that power, that ability to push for policies, please support our own. Guys, let us know what you think in the comment section. If you'd like to support us, we have Buy Me a Coffee link in the description and on your screen. We also have super chats, super thanks, and please continue buying our hats for just $50. Contact us using the number on this big screen here. We see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye bye.